What are you starting to dislike as you get older? I actively dislike it now, but glamorizing substance abuse. Listen, it's cool if you want to get shit-faced and throw up in an alley. I've been there. But please don't be the type of person who makes getting drunk high their entire personality. Same with marijuana. I love it so much, but I've also learned to moderate my usage 3x week at most and only talk about it if the conversation naturally goes there. Get as stoned as you want. I don't care. Talking about your fifth dab of the night isn't very interesting to me. Source: I used to be this person. Work culture. Specifically, the one where you are expected to give it 100. Do it for personal enjoyment. Always stay late and be a team player. I find as I get older, I have an easier time saying you want to repeat that for the labor board when a boss tries to coax me into staying late without paying me. I once said, hell, you're joking, when someone asked me to drive in a big snowstorm this past January just to organize files as busy work. Realizing I'm running out of time. Not having any close friends because society has changed. Too much internet and not enough neighborhood entertainment. Downtowns turning into dangerous ghost towns. Signs of overpopulation, overcrowding, and lineups makes me feel as though I don't matter anymore. Seeing the world become a much more dangerous place is scary. Seeing the environment in comparison to when we were kids, that ought to cover it. Other people. I used to love being in the crowded city streets, busy stadiums, popular restaurants. Now I am struggling to reconcile my love for the underlying experience, sports, food, etc., and my dislike for the people around me ruining it. Just to be clear, I am fully aware that typically, those other people aren't doing anything wrong. This is entirely a me problem. Co-workers who don't like to work. And I hate feeling that way. I think everyone deserves experience in the field they're interested in, and I know good work ethic needs a chance to grow and develop. I also know I'm still learning. I just feel burnt out from training co-workers. But I still want to support them. We should never stop learning from our peers. Popular music. I promised myself when I was younger I would never stop listening to the radio or popular songs. But there are so many artists and songs that are just meh. I think I've settled into the music I like, but I still nod and smile when my 12-year-old introduces me to her favorite songs. I don't want to dismiss her likes, like my parents did to me. Air travel. Granted, air travel has actually gotten objectively worse with smaller seats, less in-flight services, etc. But my body also just doesn't tolerate the cramped conditions as well as it used to. I used to be able to take a long flight, then still have energy to finish out my day. Now I'm achy and exhausted after flying and just want to go to bed. People running late. I don't mean the 5 or 10 minutes where you're stuck in traffic or whatever, but the 30 minutes to an hour. Late for plans we had made weeks ago. It tells me that you don't value my time. I also dislike when we agree to meet to leave together, say for camping, only to still be 40 minutes late. I have all of your things, why are you still late? Oh my god, the world sucks, and we're all going to die. Pop culture. I'm 43. I've seen and lived through personal tragedies and national ones. I don't care if people think I'm not mature because I prefer light-hearted comedy to sadness porn. It's not deep to try and depress yourself all the time. The fact that my body is showing various signs of aging, and it's just getting worse all the time. The body is a prison for the mind. Also that my parents have reached an age where they can't do much by themselves, and I probably won't have them around in 5-10 years. Getting old is absolute shit. Aging. Getting older. Being an adult. The unfairness of the world, and how it is so ingrained in human history that I am convinced it will ultimately never change. The lack of freedom, or you are essentially free. But bills, work, obligations have a tight grip on you. Health getting worse, mostly from lifestyle choices like doing things that eventually led to back and neck troubles, eating way too many carbs and sweets which led to diabetes, smoking which led to asthma and COPD, not being able to do the things I once was able to do. People who complain a lot. It feels like my empathy has evaporated over the years. Whenever I hear a tale of woe now, I just roll my eyes versus how I used to react. Comfort and attention. It's self-protection, but I still feel like an ass. I'm almost 70. I dislike and am damn mad at people younger than me not fucking voting in larger numbers. Kick our boomer asses out of the way politically and at least try to make the world an actually better, more humane place. I used to make a lot of excuses for people in my teens, early 20s. Thought everyone had good intentions. My tolerance for inconsiderate and impolite people has gone way down. And I've realized some people really are just like that. Everything. Which is just one reason why I wouldn't want to live forever. If I lived long enough, I know, with certainty, that I'd become a supervillain. I wouldn't just watch the world burn. I'd set it on fire. Loud music in stores. I do now understand when my mum refused to come into a store with me because this horribly loud techno music is driving her nuts. This, and hotel beds, or generally any other bed than my own. Working. Been doing full-time with no breaks since 1990. The last 22 in manufacturing and the last 12 as an engineer, which comes with a lot of headaches, meetings, politics, etc. Total career burnout at 52. Perimenopause. I become just more insomniac. Damn henna crybaby law. And that's not even the physically part. Meanwhile, no doc help you because it's always something else and you're too young anyway. On that note, my biggest peeve. I hate restaurants with live music. I go out to eat to talk to the people I'm with. Put a live band outside or something, but I hate it in the main dining space. Arrogance. Like I used to get it was to sort of show off and make yourself appear better, but who actually cares? Do people really think being rude and condescending makes people like and respect them? I work in hospitality at the moment. I have no patience for anyone. I fucking hate everyone. Boss, manager, couple colleagues, customers. I used to love people. Now I can't wait for everyone to die. I hate how negatively perceived being old in our society is. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being old or looking old, and I would rather look like an old human than a young alien. Both sides of the political spectrum. People talk about religion being a scam, that the American-infused political blender of right versus left becomes very superfluous after a while. Dude, I'm 55 and have begun to eat like a pauper. Barely a meal a day, with one mild cheat day a week. Never felt better. It's magic. What a non-American diet can do for you. I do enjoy concert from time to time. But I take my earplugs just in case. I feel like I'm more sensitive to sound and I just want to block it out most of the time. People overall, obnoxious, toxic, narcissistic. No one really cares for you. When you are young, you are innocent and think all people are nice and care for you. They don't. Hope. Starting to think it's time I give up on love. I'd love to be cold and heartless. I'm tired of me being too sensitive. This world and most people in it are cruel. Sleeping away from home. I used to be able to crash wherever. Now it takes 8 custom pillows, a sound machine, my fan, ice water by the bed, protein bar on deck, etc. Lol. Being out of the house after 8 p.m. I just like the idea of being home relaxed, comfortable, safe versus being at a bar or any other place doing what I did in my 20s. Cooking. I don't find it a relaxing, fun part of the day like others describe. I'm annoyed by how much time it takes before and after the meal. Alcohol. I just don't enjoy it like I used to and the negative effects have gotten worse. My stomach gives up way before my liver does. My spice tolerance is dropping as time goes on. I want to be a person who likes spicy food, but my G-tract has vehemently vetoed that. People my age. I never liked them much, but the older I get, the closer I come to despising them and their views on just about everything. Crowded places and loud noises. I can't comprehend the hours I spent during my teens and 20s inside crowded and loud bars, clubs. People on our adulting saying their lives are over at 20 and 30. WTF. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get through your situation. People in general. I love my children and grandchildren, have a handful of close friends that I care about. Otherwise, I prefer dogs. Everyone's constant need for attention through social media. I'm an old man yelling at the cloud, but fuck me, selfie culture annoys me. Coming from a 24-year-old dude, the amount that young people think their shit don't sting. No respect. Sense of entitlement. Starting to dislike going outside. With how the world is functioning. It's not a nice place. It's just better to be at home. People. I can't stand people and their stubbornness. Laziness, apathy, stupidity, anger, violence, and all-around evil. Judgmental people, so pleased with themselves, making complete strangers lives miserable, makes me sick to my stomach. Being distant from parents and having to deal with life alone. The realization that we all are alone in this world. Updated technology, sure. It's useful sometimes. But did my Windows update really need to include an AI companion? Constant bullshit for no reason. People being naive to situations instead of looking at the bigger picture. Seeing women doing booty poses in pictures and men sagging jeans. I'm so tired of seeing everyone's $. Drama. Philosophical discussions that have been rehashed so many times in my lifetime. Petty people. When friends, family members walk together super slow while chatting and take up the entire sidewalk. Lack of basic respect people show each other. I never hear please, thank you, or excuse me anymore. Watching people do the same things over and wonder why nothing changes for the better. What my dollar is worth. I sound like my damn grandpa bitching when I have to buy things now. People, loud events or restaurants. Avoid public pools like the plague. Did I mention people waiting on a line or on the phone? It is not something I do well, and it is worse as I age.